What, just in case?
Just in case that's not a facility that I could deal with.
What's your worst, if you went into an office,
Yeah.
what's the worst nightmare toilet situation for you? Where you're going to go to a public toilet?
When I interviewed for my last full-time gig, I got walked through the office after when I came in for the final, and I noticed a toilet door on the sales floor. And I remember seeing it, gents and ladies.
Well, that was directly
on the sales floor, as if it was literally here, yeah? And someone sat here and there's a toilet there. And in my head, I was thinking to myself, a little bit weird, but let's get the offer first and then we can work out the toilet situation. Anyway, got the job. And then this is probably the single best bit of onboarding I've experienced as an employee. And it was the co-founder. He walked me through, showed me the kitchen, showed me the fridge, the coffee, where the coffee beans were, all the essentials. And then he took me out onto that sales floor where the toilet door was. He pointed at it and he went, "That's for number ones. There's a loo in the basement for number twos."
For girls and boys?
For girls and boys. The single best onboarding I've had, because I was so panicked about it. And I would have, if I didn't know that there was a toilet on the basement, I'd have been going to the local pub, running into the local pub in Old Street to go and have a poo. 100%.
Yeah, that is directly on the sales floor. It's not okay.
That's Monday.
That's probably what, for me, it's if you go, so I've did something with an agency before, and they were like there was an office building, so there was multi-floors, multi-companies, but they were the only ones on their floor because the other office was empty. So the toilet was stalls and it's only them on that floor. Yeah. So that, do you know what I mean? Yeah. There's no sort of getting away from it. So I would go upstairs to another floor, do a runner. But I didn't want anyone to see me because they'd be like, "Why is Kate going upstairs? We've got 6 toilets down here."
Strategic floor change.
Yeah, I'd have to strategically time it and then run upstairs and not be too long. Oh, it's too stressful. It was too stressful. But I take poo spray with me everywhere.
Yeah, I don't have that. Yeah,
you need to get some.
That is a good idea.
Honestly.
But it is I know that post. I know that post is probably a little bit satire and a bit tongue in cheek.
But it's true.
But it's such a good. It's such
so stressful.
And you can't ask about it. So no, well done for getting out of that. I hope that got lots of reach. And I can't believe we're talking about toilets.
I know, on episode 1, but I've just remembered the worst ones. I did some work with an agency and they were in a WeWork sort of situation. It wasn't WeWork. There's other. I don't want to name the brand now, haven't I? But you know what I mean. And the toilet, I kid you not, it was like a glass wall and door, but frosted. One toilet on each floor.
Oh, God.
It was disgusting.
Frosting is
and
not enough protection.
If somebody was waiting outside, you could see their shadow, and there was a tiny little gap either side of the glass door. So even if I was having to pee, I was like, this is too... No.
Frosting isn't enough protection. No way. That is not on. Office providers up in another country. Sort it out. Sort your shit out. Right.
We've gone into a bit too deep on shit now.
We went well into shit.
Yeah.
Transition. Up next, rookie stories.
Oh yeah, our rookie stories.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to rookie stories. All right. Who's going first?
I've got... Yeah, should I go first and then you can...
Yeah, go on. I
reckon this is one of the funniest things that I've seen happen, not just in my consultant career, but in my life. I'm so grateful to have been present when something like this happened.
Yeah.
So I did some work with an agency, this has got to be 2 years ago now, and they'd a group of rookies, I think there was 4 boys or something like that, I can't remember now. And we were in month 1, potentially, so they were still really new, and one of them had his first placement. I wasn't in when the offer came in. So I came in on the Monday to deliver the training day, and he's absolutely buzzing. He's like, "Kate, I've got my first offer." The guy accepted it. I rang him Saturday morning. He'd been out on the Friday, mind.
Yeah.
Don't ask me why that happened, okay? But he did it on the Saturday morning, hungover as fuck, right? So I was like, cool, wicked, yeah. And, helped him all through. This is what you need to get, blah, 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 blah. So we're towards the end of the day. It's a Monday. It's 4:00, winding up, getting things sorted. And I looked over at him. We're in the training room at this point. He's on his laptop. And when somebody looks like they're about to die,
yeah.
like their life had gone. And I was like, what's the matter? Nothing. I was like, I can tell something's wrong.
Yeah.
Talk to me. What's happened? So basically what had happened is he'd asked for this candidate's passport photo and stuff like that, right? So it comes through and he's like, that's not him. This is not that guy. And he showed me the LinkedIn picture, and he showed me, and they're not, they're two different types, two different people, right?
Oh, no.
But then same, and he was like, I don't understand it.
What was the name? Like John Smith or something?
No, it was like Mohammed something or whatever. Like, I can't remember.
But there's two of them, and he's called the wrong one.
Well, so he's like, I've spoken to him, he's accepted, I've gone through it all, we've gone through all the information, I spoke to him for ages Saturday morning. But the picture doesn't match. And initially I was like, have we got somebody trying to like pull the wool over our eyes identity-wise here?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck's going on here now? I'm like, it's a bloody Monday at 4:00. And it wasn't even 4, it's probably about 4:45 at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm like, right, we need to work out what's going on here, okay? So what actually turns out happened is, as he's leaving the office on Friday, has written down this person's number, in a rush. He's gone home, rang this person. He's rang the wrong person with the same name on the database.
Oh.
But the funny thing is he's rang that person, and that candidate who's never spoken to him before, has never heard of that job before. I don't even know if he even does that job. Was like, yeah, I'll take that job. Yeah, I'm happy with that salary. Yeah, great. Had a massive chat with him about it.
It's the guy from the BBC. Do you remember the BBC when he comes?
Yeah.
The cleaner comes.
He was like buzzing over the moon. Yeah, I'll accept. When can I start? Sort of thing. Oh. And this is why we couldn't make sense of it, because it wasn't like the guy was like, I haven't got a Scooby-Doo. What are you on about, mate? He was loving life.
He put the job
Sent all the documents in. So then we worked that out eventually. Then he had to retract the obviously from the guy that's not the guy and ring the right person. I mean, it all worked out, but honestly, I was like, how is this? I've never seen that happen.
Do you know,
I was trying not, at the time, I mean, he was shitting himself.
Yeah, I bet.
As a rookie, when you have stuff like that happen, I was trying not to laugh in front of him.
Yeah.
We laughed about it in the end, because he had to learn from it. Like, I was like, right, well, what have you learned from this? Don't fucking ring somebody hungover on a Saturday, and don't rush. Do it in the office before you leave. Or I don't know what the reason was, but honestly...
That's so good.
Hilarious.
I love the balls on that other candidate to just be like,
I'll take it.
Saturday morning, got a phone call. Yeah, landed a job. Hopefully he didn't go out celebrating on Saturday night.
Imagine he negotiated on the salary and everything. Luckily, we didn't have that. Imagine we'd gone back to the client and...
I know.
But he was just buzzing. I said, oh, what was the candidate like? Oh, it was easy. He just said, yeah.
Oh, I love rookies. The rookie stories are the best stories.
This is why I love, honestly, this is the sort of, but I'll never forget that, ever.
That is amazing.
If you've ever done that, by the way, or if you've seen that happen, I'd love to know. Because if you've ever seen that happen.
Never.
No. And I said to him, I was like, I was at the time, I was 10 years in. I was like, never seen that happen.
Nah. We've had people with like same names on the database and people have rang the wrong one, but to offer a job, get it closed, get a start date, and then have to come back and go, sorry, mate.
Imagine you turned up on day one. They were like, this ain't the guy.
Imagine you lost the other candidate. Imagine the other candidate's taken another job. You'd be raging.
Honestly.
Well done. I mean, that's a nice lesson learned. I bet he checks names and numbers and emails every time.
Honestly.
Hopefully he's still in recruitment. Rookie story number 2. I've got one.
Yeah, go on.
So I worked at an agency, which was a pretty small agency, and they were deciding that they wanted to grow through rookies, through trainees. I think they called them associate consultants at the time. So set up this whole program, hired a load of them, set this training program up. They've all turned up on the first day. The 2 co-founders I worked with, I don't think that they had ever managed a person in their lives beforehand, if I'm honest, but they were like a bit nervous about it. They really wanted guidance and stuff. And I was like, don't worry, I've created a schedule. It's like, it's going to go like clockwork, right? Yeah. They're doing this self-paced training, they're doing this, they're doing that. Spreadsheet, everything was organized. And then we worked the US hours. So we had a lunch hour, which was 12 to 1, and then you're back. So you could get on the US calls. So I can't remember if it was day 1 or week 1, but it was definitely very, very early on. So we've got these four rookies, 1 girl, 3 guys. The one that I was keen on, that the other 2, the 2 co-founders weren't that keen on, is the one that this happens to, which made it all the worse for me. Anyway, lunchtime finishes, 1 o'clock, everyone's back in the office, right? We're all sat down at our desks. And this chap, we won't give him a name. This chap just hasn't come back. And we're sitting there going, like, we're messaging each other on WhatsApp. Me and the 2 co-founders are WhatsApping each other like, where is he? What's he done? Where's he gone? Who knows? Anyway, 10 minutes goes past, he's still not there. Shot him a message directly. Another 10 minutes goes past, not there. Half an hour or something like that later, he comes bowling into the office, walks straight over to one of the co-founders and hands him something in his hand. And we were like, what's that? And he was like, well, you asked me to go get these for you. And then the co-founder's like, no,
What?
I fucking didn't. What are you
was
talking
it?
about? Google Play vouchers. So what happened is he's all that morning, he got a email from someone pretending to be the co-founder, said, hey, drop me a message on WhatsApp. I really need your help with something. I need you to go to Tesco's and get me £1,000 worth of Google Play vouchers. Giz didn't even have £1,000 because he came back with like 400 or 500 quid's worth or whatever it was.
Do you use his own money?
He used his own money to go get it because the guy over WhatsApp was saying, don't worry, I'll send you the money afterwards. Don't worry, I'll send you the money afterwards. So he'd been completely scammed, came back to hand over. But this exchange, it wasn't that boisterous of an office, right? But the rookie was like, oh, stop fucking having me on here. I just have him. And we were like, no, mate.
What are you on about?
Mate, we are not pranking you in any way, shape or form. Why would we be doing this? Anyway, fucking had to buy them off of him, didn't we? Because it just felt terrible for him. And then anyway, obviously if weeks went by and we were in the pub and we were like, come on, show us the WhatsApp messages. And mate, the language in the messages was so off. It was clearly someone in...
What was it like?
It was like broken English. It was such a scam. It was like there's a pigeon in your bank account level scam.
Was it?
And so he fell for it. But he was a rookie. He knew no better.
When he came to and realised what was his face like?
He was a pretty pasty fella anyway, but he like ghost. Like he was just shocked, sat down. But
500 quid.
But he was raging. Like he was raging. Because when he showed us in the pub, when he showed us the WhatsApp chat with the guy, there was one in there. The last one is from him to the guy going, you...
Yeah.
It's so good.
Did the guy reply?
No.
Don't run it. But what does somebody get out of that scam? Because it's not like you say, can I have your bank account details?
They'll just ask him for the code.
The code for the thing.
They'll ask him they'll say, oh yeah, thanks for getting those. What's the code on the back of the Google Play card? They send that over and then they cash it in.
in Google Play? Put it on a credit.
Cash it in and buy it, innit?
Oh, yeah,
well, I mean, people have been falling for it, so it obviously works.
Oh, if that happened to me.
Yeah, honestly,
the embarrassment.
I actually think we should do some training for rookies and tell them, hey, do not fall for this.
Don't fall for a Google Play. Don't fall for a Google Play scam. In fact, I'll bring it into my training. I'll do it on day one. Just don't. I've never heard of that before, though.
So good. And you know what? He went on to be a top biller at that firm. So good on him for sticking
Needs to pay back the 500 quid off.
Needs to add.
That is hilarious.
Right.
Speaking of disappearing, because relates to my next story. So this has probably happened in quite a few agencies, I think, but I just think it's hilarious. So we had a group in an agency, maybe 4 again, and I checked in with the L&D because I was working alongside an L&D manager then. She was like, yeah, everything's going really, really well. We're going to take them out for lunch today to Wetherspoons next door. Well, hey. Although the Wetherspoons in Cardiff that I'm on about has got the best toilets, Wetherspoons toilets in the UK, apparently. It's like a spa in there.
Good to know.
Good to know. So they were like, yeah, we're going to take them out for lunch, all going really well. Great.